One moment can change everything. Sometimes, it's not the goal, not the miraculous save, but the referee's decision that ends up dictating the course of an entire match. And that's exactly what happened in the clash between Wrexham and Derby County last weekend. The setting was the racecourse ground, Wrexham's home, which once again welcomed a great crowd. The team came in with momentum, unbeaten in recent rounds, and the expectation was to show strength against a Derby side that is always a tough opponent. The match ended 1-1, a result which, in terms of the table, keeps Wrexham unbeaten in 3 consecutive games. But let's be honest, very few people left the stadium or turned off the TV talking about the scoreline. What really stuck in everyone's mind was a single moment, a challenge that could have completely changed the story of this match. The man at the centre of this controversy was Lewis O'Brien. Ironically, he was also the one who scored Wrexham's goal. And it was a fine goal too, a precise cross from Issa Kabor, on loan from Manchester City, and O'Brien timed his run perfectly to head it home. The kind of move that lifts the crowd and gives the player confidence. But here comes the big question: should he even have been on the pitch at that moment? Before the goal, still in the first half, O'Brien produced a very heavy challenge. He went in hard on Derby's Ibu Adams. Adams was left on the ground for several minutes receiving medical treatment. Such was the impact of the tackle. The referee did not hesitate to pull out a card, but to the surprise of many, it was only yellow. On the broadcast, one of the Sky Sports pundits did not hide his outrage. He called the tackle disgusting, making it clear that, in his view, it was an immediate red card offence. And he wasn't the only one who saw it that way. The debate gained even more weight when former Premier League referee Mark Clattenburg decided to give his opinion on the matter. For those who don't remember, Clattenburg is one of the most recognised names in English refereeing, having officiated Champions League, European Championship and FA Cup finals. In other words, we're talking about someone with serious credentials to analyse this kind of situation. And his verdict was harsh. According to Clattenburg, referee Tom Need got it badly wrong. For him, there was no doubt that O'Brien's challenge warranted a red card. The tackle had speed, intensity, and was excessive, he stated. I was very surprised that a sending off was not given. And here lies the controversy. Because, if O'Brien had been sent off at that moment, not only would Wrexham have played practically the entire match a man down, but the goal he later scored would simply never have happened. In other words, the draw they achieved may have been directly influenced by this refereeing decision. On the other hand, Wrexham manager Phil Parkinson chose to focus on the player's performance. After the match, he did not hold back his praise for O'Brien. He said he is a player of the highest quality, both on and off the ball. He also highlighted the link-up play with Kabor, describing the goal as a move of the highest standard. And he reminded everyone that with this strike, O'Brien now has 3 goals this season, showing consistency and importance to the team. Now, the burning question remains: how much of this result is down to O'Brien's talent, and how much is down to a referee's mistake? It's a fine line that divides opinions. Some argue that football has always had these moments, that controversial decisions are part of the game. Others believe refereeing must be stricter to avoid undermining the integrity of the competition. What no one disputes is that the incident left its mark. Derby left the pitch frustrated, feeling they could have won if they had played against 10 men. Wrexham, on the other hand, celebrated the draw as an important result, even though the shadow of the controversy will not disappear anytime soon. In the end, what lingers is the sense that this match could have had a completely different outcome. And you, what do you think? Did the referee get it right by letting O'Brien stay on the pitch, or was it a mistake not to show the red card? If you enjoy following these stories, analyses, and behind-the-scenes moments that go beyond the scoreline, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss any updates on Wrexham and the wider world of football. Here, we always bring you what really makes the difference in the game.